your life is just the result of your daily non-negotiables. So the longer I live, the more I realize success never comes down to this one thing. It always comes down to consistent daily actions on things that matter over a long enough period of time. And so over the past year, I've been thinking a lot about this concept of daily non-negotiables. And for the first time, I heard about it from Dan Martell, who's a founder of SaaS Academy, and he has a portfolio of AI companies. And he has this concept of 5 daily non-negotiables, which is like the ultimate self-improvement journey. And so for him, it's exercising every single day for 45 minutes. It's posting one piece of content on social media every single day. It's sending 5 outbound DMs to people you can help or collaborate with. It's reading 10 pages of a book, and it's reviewing your goals 3 times a week. And when I heard about this, I found it quite holistic. So if you think about it, the working out part will take care of your health. The posting content and sending DMs will take care of your business. And then reading a book will take care of self-improvement and knowledge. And reviewing the goals 3 times a day will take care of your identity and of your mindset. And so I thought, wow, like if you can do those actions for long enough period of time, you will achieve some success. And he talks about like if you do those things for 1,000 days, you will live a completely different life. And I thought, yeah, like of course it makes sense. Like if you do those things for 1,000 days, you'll be in a way better place. And so through the past year, I've been had many experiences that confirmed this experience. And so for instance, a friend of mine who I just met today, and he's an entrepreneur, and I haven't seen him for like, I think, half a year. And I remember when I told him for the first time about this concept of daily non-negotiables. And ever since, for 1.5 years, he's been sending 5 outbound DMs to his potential clients, and he's been having a business. He's just been doing that, no days missing. And for example, another gentleman who I see every Sunday, he is a 80-year-old who trains at the same workout area where I conduct the workout session on Sunday. And so every single Sunday, we see him there, and we talk to him multiple times. And it turns out that he works out every single day, or he's been working out every single day since 8 years, since this workout area was built. And he just comes there every single day. Doesn't matter the weather, doesn't matter the time. And he just works out there like 15 to 20 minutes. And he told me today, like, this is what keeps him alive. And so another thing, for example, I've been listening to podcasts by Chris, the podcasters Chris Williamson or The Diary of a CEO. And I look back at their earlier videos where they talk about that, the beginning, they were like inconsistent with the inputs. So, they would, make a podcast episode like every once in a month, every 2 weeks. And then it would get traction, and then it would lose it again. And so the only time where they saw the results is when they decided to become pro and start producing podcast 3 times per week and not missing an episode. And I think the same thing applies to health. So I've always asked myself, like, what are the daily non-negotiables in health that will kind of guarantee or make it very hard for you to not achieve better energy, sharp focus, preventing chronic diseases, and being in better shape. And so over the years, I kind of refined those daily non-negotiables, and I want to share them with you today. So the first one for me is getting morning sunlight within 30 minutes upon waking up. So my morning routine is pretty simple. I just wake up, I go to shower, I brush my teeth, I drink mineral spring water with Himalayan sea salt or Celtic sea salt, and then I get outside. And I walk for around 10 to 15 minutes, and I do it all the time, winter, summer, rain, snow, doesn't matter. And right now it's beautiful in Warsaw, it's spring, it's quite sunny. So what I would do, I will just find a spot where the sun comes up, and I'll just stand there, get the sunlight, walk in the sunlight. And I do it every single day. And I know if I do it, not only will it take care of my circadian clock, but it will also make sure that all the neurotransmitters like dopamine and all the hormones are produced at the right time, and my body just knows when to produce energy and when to focus. And so this is the first one, and it's so ingrained in me that I'm not even tracking it. And if one day I would stay home longer, let's say like for more than 60 minutes, I already feel it. I don't have the focus, I don't have the energy. So it just reminds you how important it is. And then the second one is having 7,500 steps every single day. So this is another one I'm not tracking. So at some point I realized, like, if I spend 60 minutes outside per day and just walk during this time, then it will automatically give me 7,500 steps. So for me, it's taking the morning walk in the morning, and then I take another walk after lunch during noontime. It also gives me the vitamin D, because the sun is at the highest point at noon. And so you have the highest amount of UVB rays, which produce vitamin D. And so this is another time I know if I'm skipping it, and the times I skipped it, I kind of regretted it, because I know that this walk not only gives me decompression time, but it also kind of an anchor for me for my second half of the day. And I know that I will just feel more productive, not have 2 p.m. crash when I'm doing it. And so I've been doing consistently as well. And then the third one is, for me, since I'm working out every single day, it's also going to the workout area or the place I'm working out. So it's like 10 minutes, I'm going there, 10 minutes, I go back home, another 20 minutes. And those 60 minutes predictably give me 7,500 steps. The third daily non-negotiable for me is I stop eating at 7 p.m. So at some point I also realized that this is one of those non-negotiables that makes everything else easier. Not only will it improve your sleep, but it will also kind of make it easier for you to go to bed on time. And so for me, it's pretty easy. Like, I'm eating outside in Bar Mlečny. It's kind of a place where you can eat traditional Polish food, and I eat there every single day. And the best thing about them is that they close at 7 p.m. So it's physically for me impossible to eat later than 7 p.m. And this is kind of ensures this consistency. But even if I'm, let's say, meeting friends or scheduling some dinner, I would always make sure to schedule it earlier, like at 6 p.m. So I kind of finish eating by 7 p.m. and then it will also enable me to get home earlier and also go to bed on time, which is the next habit. And then the fourth daily non-negotiable is going to bed on time every single day at 10 p.m. I know that everyone knows that sleep is important, and I found that the single best thing to improve your sleep is going to bed on time every single day. And so not only will it improve your sleep quality, but it will also make it possible for you to wake up early without an alarm. And so for me, the cutoff is 10 p.m. and my aim is to be in bed at 10 p.m. And I know if I do that, everything else will be easier. And the final one is the same as Dan Mortel's one, is working out every single day. So I do 3 strength sessions per week. I do 2 zone 2 cardio sessions per week and 2 boxing sessions per week. And this kind of also removes the negotiating with yourself. Am I working out? Am I not working out? You kind of build your day around it, and this workout slot has its time, and you just execute it. So those are the 5 daily non-negotiables I'm following. And I know if I do them, like if you do them for 1,000 days, and actually, the goal is to do them your whole life, it will be very hard for you not, to be in good shape and have high energy and good focus. And so those are the 5 things. If you want to dive even deeper and explore how it might work in your case, what bottlenecks you might have, or what you are not implementing that you should be implementing, or things you should stop doing, you can explore working with me. So just book a call in the link below, and see you on the call, and see you in the next one.